Let's be honest. Cheating isn't some rare mistake. It happens. And it's not always your fault. Some women cheat not because of anything you did wrong, but because of who they are at the core. You might think everything's under control, but if you look closely, the warning signs are always there. In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 specific types of women most likely to cheat on you. And I'm not here to sugarcoat it. No fluff, no feel-good lies, just raw, unfiltered truth, because that's what you need. If you've ever been ghosted without warning, blindsided by a breakup, or left wondering what went wrong, it's time to stop blaming yourself. It's time to start recognizing patterns. These types of women aren't just theories. They're real, they're out there, and they're far more common than you think. So if you're ready to hear what most guys are afraid to admit, type "I'm ready" in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because this is only the beginning. This channel is your guide to navigating relationships with clarity and power. And by the end of this video, I promise, you'll never look at relationships the same way again. Let's get into it. Number 1. The materialistic woman. This woman sees love through the lens of luxury. She values what you can give her, not who you are as a man. For her, relationships are all about benefits. Designer bags, expensive dinners, dream vacations. These aren't luxuries in her world. They're expectations. She doesn't measure you by your loyalty, strength, or support. She measures you by your income, your lifestyle, and what you can do for her today. And if you ever fall short of her ever-growing expectations, she won't hesitate to start looking elsewhere. Here's the uncomfortable truth. She doesn't believe love is enough. Love doesn't pay the rent or fund her image. It doesn't impress her friends, and when you can't give her more money, more status, more gifts, she'll chase it from someone else. You might be the most loving, faithful, dependable man, but that doesn't matter to her, because in her mind, your value is only as good as the next thing you can buy. So why does she cheat? Because materialism is a never-ending hunger. There's always someone with more, someone richer, someone shinier. And even if you're successful, in her eyes, you might still fall short. The scariest part? She'll convince herself she deserves more. She'll justify her betrayal by telling you and herself that she's just chasing what she deserves, even when that has nothing to do with real connection or loyalty. Want to spot her early? Look at her values. Is she more interested in your gifts than your time? Is she constantly comparing you to what other men provide? Does her affection rise and fall depending on what you're giving? If that sounds familiar, ask yourself this: is this a partnership or a business deal? A Stoic man knows the difference. He doesn't confuse wealth with worth. He knows true love isn't built on things. It's built on mutual respect, loyalty, and vision. And if a woman only sees you as a provider, you're playing a game you were never meant to win. Number 2, the social media addict. In the modern world, she's everywhere, always on her phone, capturing selfies, refreshing her Instagram, checking who liked her stories, watching those TikTok views climb. Now, at first glance, it seems harmless. Just someone having fun with tech, right? But dig a little deeper, and you'll see what's really going on. It's not about creativity, it's about constant validation. This woman lives for attention, and social media is her feeding ground. Every like, every DM, every heart eye emoji, it all boosts her ego, piece by piece. And here's where it becomes dangerous. No matter how much attention you give her, it's never enough. You could treat her like a queen, but the moment her phone lights up with a message from a guy she barely knows, her focus shifts instantly. Why does she cheat? Simple. Social media hands her an endless buffet of options. A revolving door of men ready to flirt, compliment, or offer something new. And she secretly loves that thrill. She may be in a relationship with you, but part of her is still advertising herself to the world. You might think you're her man, but if she spends more time fixing her captions than talking to you, wake up. One major red flag? She's still using dating apps, just for fun, or she can't help but respond to flirty comments. That's not just being friendly. That's her keeping doors open and testing waters. And if you question her about it, she'll make you feel crazy. It's just social media, she'll say. But deep down, you know it's not. A stoic man doesn't get gaslit. He knows that love can't thrive in a place where attention from strangers means more than connection with a partner. If her phone is her lifeline, and you're just a background character in her digital world, it's time to reevaluate where your energy is going. Because of a real connection, it happens off-screen. 3. The professional flirt. She's magnetic, playful, the kind of woman who makes everyone feel special with just a smile. But behind the charm lies a dangerous habit, flirting, not as a mistake, but as a way of life. This type of woman doesn't turn it off, ever. Whether she's at a party, the office, or the gym, she's scanning the room, looking for eyes to catch and egos to stroke. And when you call it out, she'll shrug. I'm just being friendly. It's how I talk to everyone. Don't buy it. She's always pushing the boundary, laughing too hard at another guy's joke, touching a little too much, leaning in just a bit too close. It's not innocent. It's a test. She's checking who's biting and keeping her doors open just in case. Why does she cheat? Because that little thrill of flirting? It's addictive. Every wink, every giggle, it gives her a hit of excitement. And if someone makes her feel seen in just the right way, she's tempted to take it further. The danger here isn't just the flirting, it's how normal she makes it seem. She'll convince you she means nothing by it, that it's just her personality. But ask yourself this, if she really respected you, would she be giving off signals to every guy in the room? A stoic man doesn't tolerate subtle disrespect. If your woman is constantly pushing the edge of loyalty, especially in front of you, that's not a quirk, that's a warning. Trust and respect are the foundation of a relationship, and if she's always walking the fine line between playful and provocative, ask yourself, how long until she crosses it? Because someone who truly values what you share won't risk it for attention from random men. 4. The woman who keeps you in the dark. She's beautiful, she's sweet, she seems perfect on the surface. But the deeper you try to go, the more she slips through your fingers. This is the woman who keeps secrets, not just little ones, but the kind that leave you feeling like a stranger in your own relationship. She never introduces you to her circle. Her past is a mystery. You've never seen where she lives. Her phone, always locked, always face down. And the moment you ask questions, she's got excuses ready. You might think she's just private, maybe shy, but in reality, she's protecting something, herself. Why does she cheat? Because keeping secrets gives her control. The less you know, the more freedom she has. She can move between different versions of herself without accountability. To her, secrecy isn't just a habit, it's a tactic. She creates a fog so thick that you can't tell what's real and what's not. And in that confusion, she does what she wants, without ever getting caught. Here's the harsh truth. When someone truly respects you, they don't hide you. They bring you into their world. They want you to meet the people they care about. They want you to understand their life. But when she hides you, when she dodges every chance to make you a part of her reality, it's not a mystery, it's misdirection. A stoic man knows that clarity is power. He doesn't chase shadows or make excuses for someone who lives behind a curtain. Love requires openness. Trust needs transparency. If she refuses to let you in, she's already made her choice. You deserve someone who doesn't make you question your place in their life. Stop investing in a mystery. Start investing in someone real. 5. The validation addict. She walks into a room and instantly commands it, not because she tries hard, but because she craves that rush of attention like it's fuel. This woman isn't shy about being seen. In fact, she needs it. In the beginning, her energy feels electric. She's charismatic, adventurous, and knows how to make you feel like the only man in the world. But the more you get to know her, the more you realize she needs everyone's eyes on her, not just yours. Why does she cheat? Because admiration is her drug. If she's not being constantly complimented, praised, or admired, she starts to feel invisible. And when your attention doesn't hit the same, she finds someone else to give her that high, even if they're not better than you. They just have to be new. Excitement is her addiction, and your consistency can't compete with novelty. The problem? She'll never see this as an issue. She'll shrug and say, "It's not my fault people like me," brushing off her flirting and boundary pushing like it's harmless fun. But make no mistake, these are conscious choices, not accidents. And those choices often leave you emotionally exhausted. A Stoic man sees through the chaos. He knows that real intimacy isn't built on external praise. It's built on quiet strength, emotional safety, and mutual trust. If you're always left feeling like you're not enough, that's not love. That's emotional hunger dressed as connection. Don't fall into the trap of being her personal audience. You deserve to be someone's partner, not their prop. So there you have it, the 5 types of women who are more likely to cheat. But here's what matters most. You didn't land on this video by chance. You're here because something inside you is tired of guessing, tired of getting played, and ready to evolve. And you know what? That matters. Because facing these hard truths means you're already doing what most men never will, choosing awareness over denial. That's rare, and it's powerful. If you've watched until now, drop a fire emoji in the comments so I know you're not just another viewer. You're one of the few who get it. You're not passive. You're not naive. You're here to grow, to get stronger, and to build relationships based on truth, not fantasy. So if this video hit home, do 2 quick things. Tap the subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because we're not done, this journey's just getting started. And if you're still watching, that means you're built for more.